Welcome back, Smart Nation, to another edition of our weekly webinar series. I am your host, Michael Tirado. Today we're going to discuss the importance of understanding your PLO and the effects the pawn cycle will have on your overall success. Today we're going to talk about PLO growth and specifically the loan cycle. We're going to compare our loan portfolios to a swimming pool, and our goal is to fill that swimming pool up with water by any means. The water inside this pool represents all of our active loans in our portfolio, our PLO. Now, picture that there's a couple holes in our swimming pool, so there will always be outflows of water, in this case loans. One of the holes we can control, and that's our qualifications. Our qualifications determine how big or how small this hole is. So the other hole in our swimming pool represents all the loans that expire, the drops. This is another cause of PLO outflow. Now, on the other side of our pool, we have another hole, and this hole represents all of the loans that the customers pay off and take home, the redemptions. We can minimize this hole by executing step 5 of our loan standards. If a customer wants to pick up their loan, politely attempt to renew or extend. The ultimate goal is to keep the pool full of water, full of active loans. We know we have two main sources of outflows. We have our drops, and we also have our customer redemptions. So to outrun our outflows, we must fill the pool with our main water source. The water hose is our only source to add more water, more new loans. Without it, the pool goes dry. Your loan delta is a great snapshot of where your business currently stands and where you're heading. Your PLO delta is determined by taking your new loan dollars and subtracting that from your outflows, your drops and your redemptions. These three components determine whether your PLO is growing or declining. So when we talk about loan growth and we talk about positive PLO delta, the most important and crucial part of this faucet is the handle. The worst thing we can ever do is adjust the handle so that the water, the new loans, come out slower. And what we mean by that is we mean to stay true to our principles. Take a look at this example. Would you take this item? Of course we would. We take anything of value because we want those positive PLO dollars. We can't tighten the faucet just because we personally don't like an item. Our job is to find solutions for our customers' needs. By turning away and judging the customer, we can accidentally prevent a great relationship before it even starts. Remember, you have to go through the garage before you get to the jewelry box. Last week we talked about the loan cycle and how it's a win-win proposition for us. We write new loans. 70% of all loans are paid on. So best case scenario, customer redeems that item, customer renews that item. Either way, we make PSE. And in the worst case scenario, the loan forfeits and we sell the item for sales gross profit and a possible future loan. It's a win-win situation, and that's the loan cycle. The inventory lending strategy. Don't ever lend based on the fear of already having too much supply. Would you not lend on a Rolex because you already have 20 of them? Of course not. You would definitely make that loan. By lending based on your inventory, you can inadvertently cause inventory paralysis. I have too much of that, so I don't want any more and I don't care what it's worth, right? That's the example. You have 15 drills exactly like for sale. The customer brings it up to the loan counter. Inventory paralysis completely takes over. You offer a super low loan amount. The customer does not take the offer. Now you have no business, no money, and the customer will most likely not return to your store. Remember, we can never have too much of a particular item. Don't let inventory levels influence your lending strategy. If a customer wants a loan on the drill and you have 15 like it for sale, inventory pride takes over and the proper loan amount is offered. Customer takes the offer and now you have opportunities. You have the possibility of redemptions, renewals, or inventory. Either way, they lead to net revenue in the form of PSE and sales, and the most important part is that the customer will most likely return to do business with you. Remember, healthy PLO growth starts with you. Are you the best in the world at understanding the loan cycle? And once again, I'd like to thank everyone for taking time out of their day to listen to another edition of our weekly webinar series. I am your host, Michael Torrado. Hope everyone has a great PLO rally and a great April.